What's up, anglers and aquarists? Welcome to TimsSchoolofFish, and class is in session. Today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should definitely have this one plant in all of your aquariums, even if you don't have plants in any of your aquariums, and even if you don't like to fool with aquarium plants. And it's not what you think. Stick around, check it out. First, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. And if you're new here, if it's your first time here, my name's Tim. I'm a high school science teacher here in Florida, and it's all things fish on my channel, from fish keeping to fishing. So I want to encourage you to subscribe and join the growing community of anglers and aquarists here on Tim's School of Fish. So without further delay, let's get to today's topic. So what's the one plant that I recommend for all of your aquariums? Even if you don't currently have plants in any of your aquariums, and even if you don't want to fool with aquarium plants and planted tanks, it's called pothos, also known as devil's ivy. All right, so first things first, how do you put pothos in your aquarium? When you get pothos, it's going to come in a 4 or a 6-inch pot like this. I don't recommend that you get one any bigger. You just take the entire plant and the root ball and you pull the root ball out of the pot, okay? And then you're going to rinse off all the soil in a sink or with a water hose or something. Now, pothos is a vine. So what it really is individual vines all growing out of the same pot. So once you get all the soil rinsed off, you're going to separate those individual vines and roots. Now, the roots, it might be pot bound, okay, when you get it from the nursery or the store. You might need to trim those roots to whatever length you like. And then you're just going to hang the roots over the side of your aquarium, and you're going to let the leaves and the vine grow outside of the aquarium like an emergent plant like this. All right, so now that you know how to put pothos in your aquariums, let's talk about the 5 reasons why you should definitely put this plant in all of your aquariums. All right, so reason number 1 why you should have pothos in all your tanks, it's an effective and efficient biofilter. What does that mean? Even if you're brand new to the aquarium hobby, you've heard of the nitrogen cycle and how important it is. All right, what happens is when fish produce waste, and when food is uneaten in the bottom of the aquarium, it puts ammonia into the tank, right? Ammonia is toxic to fish. Thankfully, beneficial bacteria called Nitrosomonas oxidize that ammonia and turn it into nitrites, okay? Problem is, nitrites are also toxic to fish. Thankfully, there's another couple types of beneficial bacteria called Nitrobacter and Nitrospira, which further oxidize that nitrite into nitrate. Nitrate is not nearly as toxic to fish. However, at about 100 parts per million, it can become toxic to fish, and nitrates can build up quickly in your tank. All right, so the only way to get nitrates out of your tank, there's only 2 ways. Water changes, and new aquarists typically don't do the amount of water changes that are necessary to remove those nitrates, and also aquatic plants. So pothos absorbs nitrates out of the water. This is a good thing. It keeps your fish healthy. Pothos also absorbs phosphates out of the water. Also a good thing because it inhibits algae growth. So the number 1 reason you should have pothos in all of your tanks, it is an effective, efficient biofilter. All right, reason number 2 why you should have pothos in all of your aquariums is because it reduces stress in your fish. Stress can cause your fish not to eat. Stress can make your fish more susceptible to disease, and it can just flat out kill them and make their quality of life really poor. So you want to reduce the amount of stress that your fish have to endure as much as possible. The way that pothos reduces stress is that it mimics their natural environment. Many fish in the aquarium hobby are tropical fish, and they come from environments with dense vegetation, and the more plants and vegetation that you have in the aquarium, the more it mimics that natural environment, and it just makes them happier and feel more at home, and that reduces stress and it makes them happier and healthier. The other way that it reduces stress is that it it creates little micro habitats or habitat niches within the aquarium environment. And it allows you to create a community tank where you could put fish together that normally wouldn't live together, because it creates sightline breaks where they don't see each other. It creates hiding places, and it creates small little habitats within the aquarium. Let's check out what I'm talking about in my tank over here. So in this tank, I've got rainbow fish, which are fast and boisterous, fast swimmers. I've got a Bolivian ram there, which is a New World cichlid down at the bottom. And I've also got honey gouramis, which are slow, oxygen breathing labyrinth fish that are really peaceful. So typically you wouldn't think to put these kind of fish together in the same aquarium. But the reason that I'm able to do that is because of all these sightline breaks. There's hiding places down in these plants and behind those Java ferns. There's hiding places over here behind the rock, behind the pot, and also on this pothos that I have growing out of the top. And this one's actually growing down into the water. There's roots over there and there's leaves over there. And that's the little habitat where the honey gourami like to hide out. But simply by creating these little micro habitats and sightline breaks, you're reducing stress in your fish. So reason number 2 to have pothos in your aquarium is to reduce stress. All right, reason number 3 why you should have pothos in all of your aquariums is it's incredibly easy to grow. It grows under low light conditions. You don't need any special lights to grow pothos. It'll grow just fine with the ambient room light. It really doesn't even need any sunlight. It's gonna grow like crazy no matter where you put it. It's hardy, it's tolerant of poor conditions. It doesn't need any special substrate. It doesn't need any fertilizers. You don't need to add fertilizers to the aquarium because the nitrates are fertilizing. The nitrates and phosphates are actually fertilizing the pothos. That's why it's in there in the first place. All you have to do from time to time is pull some of the dried leaves off of the vines that happen from time to time as new leaves grow. Some of the old leaves will dry out. Just pluck them off and throw them away. Sometimes the roots will get really long. All you got to do is take a pair of scissors and just give them a haircut and trim it down to the length you want, whatever looks great for your aquarium or however much you want. That's all you got to do. And it's also incredibly easy to propagate and make new pothos plants out of the ones that you already have. Let's walk over here to my other aquarium and I'll show you how to propagate it, how easy it is to do. All right, this is what I call my skank tank. This is my plant grow out tank. Right now I've mostly got Java moss in here that I take out and put in my other aquariums. I've got some Anubias and some other things floating in here, but it's my plant grow out tank. And I've got some pothos growing on the side here, and from time to time these leaves will dry out as new growth comes. All you have to do, the only maintenance that is required besides trimming down the roots from time to time, is to just pluck these old dried leaves off of there and toss them out. Now, if you want to propagate it and make a new pothos plant, all you have to do is take a pair of scissors and come down to one of these nodes right here, okay? And then just take your pair of scissors and cut it just past that node. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not scientific. Just cut off a piece, right? So that you've got a new piece, all right? And then take that to another aquarium. Here's my guppy tank, and just drop it down in there. You can drop it wherever you want, from the top, from the back by the filter, over the side if there's no lid on it, however you want. Just drop it down in there, and the roots are going to start growing from that node. It's gonna produce roots coming off of there, and it's gonna start growing like crazy. So reason number 3 is that pothos is incredibly easy to grow, low maintenance, and easy to maintain. All right, reason number 4 why you should put pothos in all of your aquariums is that it's very inexpensive and it goes a long way. Some other aquarium plants can be very costly and can cost anywhere from $10 to $40 or $50 or more. I got this almost 1.5 quart 6-inch pothos plant for $4. All right, you can pick this up at any nursery any Home Depot or Lowe's or even Walmart. It cost me $4 and I filled 6 aquariums with this. And you saw in the beta tank how it's growing like crazy. You can see on the community tank over there how it's growing like crazy. It's just everywhere. And then once you've got some, you just continue to propagate it and put it in all of your aquariums. And it'll last forever. It's like live bear fish. Once you've got a population, you've always got a population. So $4, you can do all your aquariums and you're set. Reason number 4, pothos is very inexpensive. All right, reason number 5 why you should keep pothos in all of your aquariums is because it looks awesome. Most of us keep fish just because we get enjoyment out of it. We like keeping fish. But another reason that we keep fish is that it's a centerpiece in our rooms. It's a conversation starter. We like people to notice it. We like people to talk about it and ask questions about it because we enjoy it. The things that we enjoy, that we like, that we want to look nice, we want to spruce them up. We want them to look even nicer. And pothos does exactly that. It comes in all kinds of varieties in solid green like I have. It also comes in a marbled variety with light green. There's all kinds of different varieties that you can get to suit your needs. So reason number 5, it looks awesome. All right, let's review. Class is in session. We always review. Reason number 1 to have pothos in all of your aquariums, it's an effective and efficient biofilter. Reason number 2, it reduces stress in your fish. Reason number 3, it's very easy to grow and low maintenance. Reason number 4, it's inexpensive, especially compared to other aquatic plants. And reason number 5 to have pothos in all of your tanks is that it just looks awesome. And that's it, boys and girls. I hope you take something from this video. I hope you're able to learn something from this video. I hope you guys all go out and get some pothos and put it in your aquariums. Most of all, I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit that like button, please comment, and please subscribe. That's it for this episode of Tim's School of Fish. Class dismissed.